Welcome back to Not So Grand Garage. Tonight I'm out in the shop and getting ready to put together this new 20-ton shop press I just picked up from the local Harbor Freight. Got a project coming up sitting here with this 1990 Samurai. I'm going to be going through the brakes, wheel bearings, got to pull the axle shafts in the back, replace wheel seals, wheel bearings on the rear end too. Gonna be rebuilding the exhaust, reworking the brakes front to back, and a lot of other stuff. Gonna have a different lift kit we're gonna be putting on it. But yeah, that's gonna be a whole series of videos probably. But in the meantime, I have got to get this 20-ton press put together and get it ready. I also got a couple other tools I gotta pick up here soon. But yeah, I figured I'd go over the assembly of this and we'll see how easy it goes together and see if it's worth the money I paid for it. Let's get at it. Well, we've got everything laid out. Looks like everything came with it. You know, sometimes you'll end up missing hardware and stuff like that, but it doesn't look like it in this case. But yeah, just thumbed through the manual pretty quick. Looks pretty straightforward. We're gonna put the uprights together, put the legs and the braces on those, get it stood up, and then we'll put the horizontal supports in, the jack, and the top piece. But yeah, looks pretty straightforward. So let's see how it goes. I've got the uprights put together. Now everything is just threaded in, hand tight. Nothing's been cranked down yet. And with something like this, a lot of these import tools that have to be assembled like this, bolt holes won't be perfectly aligned, things like that. So it's a good idea just to leave everything loose until you get it completely set up. Then go back through once you can make sure it's somewhat level, make sure everything's aligned somewhat well. Run through and tighten everything down real good. But yeah, so far I'm probably 5 minutes in, 10 minutes in. Got the uprights ready, so I'm gonna go on and stand it up and get the top section put together. Well, got it all put together and went together pretty easily. No complaints there. I said it'd took about 20 minutes, something like that, to throw it together. Once I got it all put together, I went back through and ran all the bolts down tight. But yeah, overall build quality is not terrible. I mean, it's not perfect. I mean, it's a, you know, import tool, so you got to pretty well expect things like weld qualities that are, you know, pretty lousy and things like that. But overall, it went together really easy. All the bolt holes lined up fairly well. It was pretty easy to square it up and get it set up and ready to work. And for what I'm going to be using it for, which will be such like wheel bearings and carrier bearings, stuff like that, so that I'm not going to need a ton of pressure on, it should work pretty well. It's got a decent amount of workspace here, and this is fairly adjustable. But yeah, overall, I'd say it's worth, you know, the 250 bucks I paid for it. We'll see. Like I said, I've got one of the first things I'm gonna be doing to that Samurai will be the rear wheel bearings, wheel seals. So that's what we're gonna try it out on first. But I think we'll have plenty of room between the bed and the floor. If not, it'd be easy enough to set this up on blocks and rework this center support down here out to the side. Like run two pieces of angle on the side, and that would pretty well give you as much space as you wanted. You could just lift the whole thing up. That way the axle shaft could fit down through the center here and wouldn't be hitting the floor or something like that. But we'll see when I get to that point. But yeah, that's all I've got for you today. Pretty simple, straightforward stuff. Just wanted to show you another little toy we got for the shop, which will hopefully make life easier as far as not having to beat bearings in with a sledgehammer anymore. Yeah, so if you've got any questions, comments, complaints, what have you, drop them in the comment section below. If you haven't already, please subscribe. We appreciate you watching. So I have had a few questions about different ways, you viewers watching, different ways that you can donate to the channel or what have you, help me out with different things. So I have had super thanks enabled on this channel for a while. You'll see the little icon underneath each video. You can donate that way. YouTube does take a pretty good percentage of that, but yeah, you can go that way. Or I will be setting up a PayPal account for the channel, and I will link it in the description of the videos. So if you want to, you can do a friends and family gift that way, and that way pretty well all of it will come directly to me and will all be spent on the channel, as far as buying filters and different testing equipment, as far as testing the black oil stuff for you guys, and shop tools and stuff like that. Just different things to make the channel better and to provide better content for you guys. So if you want to do that, feel free. No pressure, is what it is. I'd appreciate the help, but hey, you know. So anyways, figured I'd throw that out there.